What's up with the people? What's going on? I am back with another video or podcast. This is a second podcast, and I just want to talk real quick about clarity and transparency. And the reason why I'm going to talk about these two words just real quick, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's probably going to be about 3 to 4 minute video. I want to be mindful about your time. It is a little later in the day, so I'm going to talk about these two words though because I want to show you how important it is that you know to have this in every relationship that you have or developing or just getting to know somebody, how important the two words. And you know, when someone's telling you something or saying something to you and vice versa, when you're telling someone something or saying something to them, how important clarity and transparency is. So first I want to go over the word clarity. And also before I go over the word clarity, I want to mention in my last video that I just made some clarity and transparency on some parts and some things I want to be clear about. But first, I want to get to the words. So right now, clarity, right? So I looked this word up, and the word clarity is the quality of being coherent and intelligible. And I was like, okay, so what does the word coherent mean? And what the word coherent means is the quality of transparency or purity, logical and consistent, expressing self clearly. And then I was like, okay, what does intelligible means? Intelligible is able to be understood, and then comprehensible. Those are what the words mean when I look them up on Google. You can look them up yourself. What the word clarity to me means is just being clear, and that's what you look for when you're starting anything with somebody, business wise or not. You know, having a friend, associate, somebody at work. These are just important things that you want to make sure you have established within the language you have. You know, and then also your presence. You know, your presence alone sometimes isn't enough. So you got to be clear with your words and transparent with the words. So I want to move on to the word transparency. Transparency. That's the word right there. And what that word means is honesty and openness, easily seen through. And then also my personal definition of it was it's pretty much answering someone's question without them asking the question pretty much. So if you was at a job and you was like, I wonder if this guy gonna have me or woman gonna have me mopping floors after we get done with the shift. And before you even got to the job or before you got to that part of the day, they already told you, hey, look, if you stay in night shift, you're gonna be mopping floors. Oh damn, we mopping floors. You know, and that's just that person being transparent with you before you even asking the question about it. And that's just important to have with you at all times as far as just interacting with people. Also, for my video that I just made, is the part I want to talk about is at 8 minutes and 15 seconds. I think it was 18 minutes and 15 seconds. And what I said was that I have children on the way. I don't want people to think that I have physical children on the way. I don't. I just meant building the brand and creating a brand and birthing the brand into the physical world. That's all I really meant right there. I just want to be clear and transparent right there. And then also, I said the reading the thoughts part, right? Where I was like, you know, these people can read your thoughts. What I mean on that, and what I want to be clear on and transparent on, is the fact that they have data, they have information, they know sequence, they know code. With all that information and knowledge, Kabbalistic people, these people have that magic, they got that power to see how someone is what they, look at all the data that you see on Instagram and social media. When you're surprised and you see an ad that you just had a conversation about with your friend, these are things I'm talking about. They know kind of the sequence of who you are in a way. Not saying they know you completely, just saying that they know certain things about you that they can see and predict, and they know what you're thinking. They know they can read your thoughts. They can read that through literally social media, through information, through data. You got to look at MK Ultra. You know, look at those times and look at what they did and how and why was that important, you know, and who was involved. And that's doing research, you know, and that's also going within yourself, you know, and being real. You know, a lot of this has to just do with being real too, being real with yourself and being real with other people. You know, so it's just important you're clear and you're transparent. That's just how I feel about it. 5 minutes in, I want to end it there. This was like more of a podcast about the words and how important words are, how important language is, because people say things a lot. People could talk a lot, and you don't want to just turn a blind eye. You don't want to just believe everything that you hear. Even with YouTube, people on YouTube, including myself, not saying that I do that, not saying that I purposely not try to be clear and transparent with people, because I do, and I also try to keep it real. Not try, I do keep it real. But I'm just looking out for people, and that's really it at the end of the day. Because I know I had trouble, in the beginning understanding words and stuff like that, but I got it pretty early. I'm not gonna lie. As far as like words and stuff, just like I was, man. I'll share it later. You guys have a great rest of your night.